I'm going to tell you why things can go wrong if you don't focus on competitive advantage. When you talk to a lot of small business owners and they have fantastic service, they have fantastic products, quite often they do things very differently from their bigger competitors who have more money to spend on marketing. And some of the things they say are quite interesting. They might say, oh, people are always very surprised when they start to work with us about how valuable or how much we add to their business, or how fantastic our product is. So on the one hand, they have got great products or services. Second thing that quite often concerns them is price. And quite often people are really fearful of increasing their prices because they think if they put up their price, that's going to make them less competitive, and people, of course, are going to be looking for the lowest price. But are they? So I said this is where marketing gets really interesting and where it gets strategic. So we talked about price being really important and a lot of business owners being fearful of price. And they're right to be fearful of price. Because if your marketing isn't correct, if you're not getting the message across to your potential customers about what really makes you different and how you really add value, people are going to choose on price because you're not giving them anything else to choose on. So if you look at the successful brands out in the marketplace, they might look very, very similar to their own label equivalents. But people are prepared to pay more for a branded product. So if you want to buy your favourite beer, for example, it might cost 30% more than an own label product. If you want to buy your favourite loaf of bread, it could be 50 or 60% higher in price than the own label product. And yet these are very successful brands and people will pay more for them. And the really intriguing part is, quite often when you give people blind taste tests, so you put your favourite beer in front of somebody and their own label beer, but you take away the branding, so they don't know which one they're tasting, and you ask them which one they prefer, quite often, even those who buy the brand can't tell the difference. So they're paying for the brand, they're paying for something they trust, and that business that's producing that beer is much more profitable than somebody who's producing an own label version.